Well, hey YouTube, good morning from Whiskey 3 Charlie Tango, W3CT, your good old friend Jack. Back out here at US 1409. And what I'm going to do today is, I thought as a YouTuber, we introduce you guys and we have a lot of concepts for building antennas. But what I wanted to do today was actually take the antenna I recently built in a recent video and put it to the test. Actually come out here, do an activation with it. Not just in an activation video, this is an antenna video, and make sure that it actually functions like I expect it to. I used it at home. I talked to, I think it was 6 different countries in Europe, okay, 6 different countries in Europe, and it worked rather well at home. But let's come out here today and put it to a POTA test and see how it does. And let's get started with that right after this. Okay guys, welcome back here to the park. I'm at US 1409, and I know sometimes he watches these videos, but I pulled in this morning super early. It's like 7 a.m. And I came in and I kind of recognized the car in my testing ground for antennas. And my buddy Rob was over there, N3OJL. So yeah, he was already setting up, and I'm like, darn dude, you're out here really, really early in the morning. But we have this friendly competition going back and forth with how many activations we have here at US 1409. Anyway, you're not here to talk about that. You're here to see an antenna, okay? So the antenna we're working with is, and I built this one at home as a concept. I got my vertical radials here. I have the 30-meter driven element here, okay? And one gentleman was kind enough on my videos to comment and say, hey Jack, that's not called a crappy pole, it's called a crappie pole. Here in Pennsylvania, we refer to the fish as either crappie or crappie, okay? So anyway, there's that. Here's the PVC stand that we're going to be using. My high-vis coax from DX Engineering, love that stuff, very flexible. I got some tent stakes, and then I got my little banana post here, my banana binder, okay? So, being I had to pivot this morning, we're going to be putting this antenna right over here. That's the only place I can find ground to actually get the ground stakes in, okay? All right, so let me go ahead and get this antenna built and get it up in air. You've seen it already. If not, I'll link the video at the end of this video so you can see me actually building this thing in my garage and putting it up at the house. But we're going to test it out there. So I'm going to put it right over there and we're going to see how this thing does. All right, guys, so I have the antenna up here. I'll give you another view of it. Again, this is a cut for 30 meters. Now, I told you I'm very transparent with my videos. If something does not go right, I'm going to tell you it didn't go right. So at home, it had a perfect SWR. You've seen it. And if I can find a clip, I'll put it right here. This is a clip from the SWR at home. Here it was running high, like 2.5. And I think maybe it's because of the terrain that I'm on. Could be. I don't know exactly why it's doing it. Why it would throw it that far off. But yeah, who knows. Anyway, so I had to add some wire to it. Wow, this is really mucky down there. Oh, that's terrible. So I had to add a little bit of wire to the driven element. And what I came up with now, the best I can do, I'm going to see here. The best I can do, if you can see that, is 2.0. I'm going to try to run the radio with it, and if nothing else, I do have the JPC-12 in the car I can switch over to, but I'm going to see if it's a possibility, if I can activate with it, and get up on 30 meters, and I'll let you know how it goes here, but yeah, let me get the radio set up. Okay guys, I don't know if you've seen that or not, but I turned the SWR on the radio itself, and it's showing me like a 1 point, maybe a 1.8. So it's actually doing pretty well. So So far, I made one contact into Florida, so I know the antenna is radiating, so that's a good start. Weekday activations are always a little different than weekend activations. Not as many people on there. But I'm going to keep going here, and I'll let you know how I finish up. I'm going to try to stay on 30 meters as long as possible. I mean, I have nowhere else to be at the present moment, so we'll go with that. So let's see how this works out. So guys, I actually activated here in like 23 minutes on 30 meters. Holy cow, that would kill somebody over there. Branches fall on all these trees. And I thought, well, I'm watching for branches overhead because one just fell over there. Like, there's no wind. I mean, must just been its time, I guess. But yeah, I didn't think 30 meters I was going to make it. I thought I was going to have to set up the JPC 12 and run 40 meters. But as you can see from the spotting page, there's quite a few people on 30. So I'm going to continue on here and try to make some more contacts. But the antenna did work. As I said, to be very transparent, for some reason, I had to add a little bit of wire to it. The SWR is off, but as you've seen, if you see on the radio showing 1.8. My AA30, I don't know if you have to calibrate these things or not, but it was showing a 2.0. So, I mean, it's like, it gets you in the ballpark anyway. All right, guys, so I'm going to get back to it here, and I'll let you know how I finish up, and I'll show you the final map when I'm done. But, yeah, I just wanted to bring it out there and tell you I did activate in like 23 minutes. So, you know, it is a weekday. I'll tell you that. I won't date the video, but it is a weekday. And, you know, how many people are on a weekday? A lot of people are working, and I understand that. All right, let me get back to it here, and I'll catch you at the end of the activation. I want to let you guys know what I'm dealing with this morning. Listen to this. Can you hear this? I believe the Pittsburgh International Airport is actually using the runway coming directly over the park this morning. There has been, since I sat down here, I know for a fact there had to be at least 5 planes take off since I've been here, 5 jets. So, and Rob said the same thing where he was over there. It was hard to hear because of the jets going directly overhead. So if I missed your call or didn't hear you correctly, please forgive me, because I'm going to blame it on the jets. All right, back to it. Okay, guys, I think we're going to wrap this activation up here. Let me just call QRT before I get off the air. Okay. I also respot myself. I don't know if you guys do or not. I'm going to respot myself, and I'll put in QRT in there and put thanks anyway. So I ended up today on my homemade Resonant 30-meter antenna. Pretty well, like I said. Again, the rig expert showed me a 2.0, and I was going to go for it. I was like, the radio will handle up to 3. It'll be fine. I'm using the 891, as you've seen. But the 891 was showing me on the SWR is a 1.8, so that's fair, right? But yeah, it's just showing that you can experiment with antennas. Like I said, I have a JPC 12 in the car, and to be honest, I don't film everything when I come out. I don't record everything. So for quick activations, I just slap that thing in the ground and I just go for it. And it's a great antenna. It's been a very, very positive performer. Once again, that's the JPC 12 from Gozizu. So you can buy it on Amazon. It's a great antenna. It works well. But I like building antennas. I think it's something to the point where it's just fun to be able to, you know, take a piece of wire and have an idea. Like, I love 30 meters. You guys know that. I've told you that many times. And maybe because I don't have, I don't know, I guess even on the CW bands on like 20 or 40 meters, you don't have a lot of bleed over from the SSB guys from the sideband. But I just like 30 meters. I just think it's a cool band, especially in the morning like this. Like I said, I got out very early. And Rob, I don't know if you'll see this or not, but thank you very much. As I told you guys, Rob took my testing grounds for my antenna over there, my spot. But we kind of share it. Myself, Rob, and another gentleman named Bill. I'll put Bill's call sign right here. Yeah, the three of us kind of share the spot over there. Here comes another jet. You're going to hear that coming overhead, so I'm going to actually, I'll put the wind deflector on the microphone here. They're like right overhead. Anyway, but yeah, so as I told you guys, the total QSOs for the day is 23, and I stayed obviously on 30 meters with my antenna. It was getting a little slow there. I thought, man, I could just throw the JPC out and do 40 meters. But I wanted to stick with it and stick with it hard. But here's the map right here, whichever side I put it on, of today's activations. So it was a good activation. I mean, you know, fairly decent on 30 meters. Looks like my furthest QSO was into Kansas. So a lot of Florida stations, that's kind of normal. Up into Maine, Wisconsin, up in that area. So as you see on the map there, you guys can see it. But yeah, so anyway, get out there and build some antennas, guys. It doesn't take much. A banana clip, some speaker wire, and even if you use your Nano VNA, I probably need to do another video. There's a lot of videos on the Nano VNA, but like how to set it up. I have mine calibrated for certain bands where I can just tap the recalls and just go into that band and check it. It's been pretty decent. All right, guys, and just so you know, I've been using my, and I'm going to show it to you here. I think it's called a Pooty key. It's Pooty keg. Pooty keg? Pooty key? Pooty keg. I don't know. Anyway, doesn't say key jack, it says like keg. I just wanted to show you that. I'm going to put a link for that down in the description below. My wife purchased this for me for Christmas, mainly probably because I asked her to. But yeah, it's really been a very positive experience. We did purchase this. You get it in multiple colors: black, gray, blue, green, and silver. So there you have it. I just wanted to show it to you because it's a great little paddle and it doesn't cost a whole lot of money. And another, hey, good morning. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up here and put this to rest. Now I probably really have to pack up quicker. Did you see the gentleman walking behind? You guys probably seen him probably laughing like, who's that guy talking to down there? There's nobody at the table. He must be a crazy man. Probably call the craziest insane asylum or something, have him be picked up. But anyway, so that's it. I'm going to close this video out. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, as I always say, I never know what I'm going to record next. It's just an idea to come out and test the antenna that I built at home. And as I told you, I had to add a little bit of wire to it to make it, bring it more into the band I wanted to work here, or the spectrum I wanted to work on. So guys, take care, everybody. This is Whiskey 3 Charlie Tango, W3CT, your good old friend Jack. This is my ham radio journey. And guys, I hope you stick around, subscribe, and take the journey along with me. I would definitely appreciate that. And until next time, 73s, hope to catch all of you on the airways. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now, guys.